Critical Me here checking in. Saw tonight White Boy Rick. Based on a true story. Takes place in Detroit. Story. Definitely an interesting take on the 80s, what was going on in the city with corruption and drugs, and story of just some people down on tough times, and I guess you could say it's like, could be just like people could relate to it, but it was definitely just some tough characters. And but if I had to rate the story, I'd rate it, this is what somebody lived, and it did take place. You wonder how much was exaggerated for Hollywood or taken back because that's the way they chose to tell the story. I'm gonna say a 7. I almost went with an 8, but a 7 is actually, I'll give it an 8. This guy, man, what a tough life. Entertainment value. I know the movie studios probably won't like this, but to see this in the theater, it's a dramatic piece. Yes, there is a couple of moments that definitely laughed out loud. To spend the money for a ticket, like in LA, like $18-20, it's a lot to go see it. But if this is the kind of movie you want to go see it. But if not, Redbox rental, definitely see it. I'm gonna rate it at a 6 for entertainment value. Performance, Matthew McConaughey. And the kid that played the character, they did good. I feel like the performances were good. That's really what kind of makes the movie really character-driven movie. I'm gonna say an 8. I feel like they cast it well. People performed well. Artistry made this thing the 80s. The clothes, the music, the gold chains, the cars, it's not exactly a hard time period to recreate. I feel like they did do a good job with it, but I'm gonna go a 6 for artistry, just because it's not. They did good, but that's it. Vibe. People were into the movie. You could feel it. They did create emotions at several points of the movie. I'll rate the vibe a 7. This is it's 35 out of 50. It's a C. It's good. Wasn't a superhero movie. It's like movie based on Detroit. It's being from here and seeing how it was portrayed was definitely cool. There's a lot to this city. It's not all tragedy. It seems like this was a lot of tragedy. I don't want to give any spoilers away. I know some people don't care, but some people do. So, anyways, critically checking in, White Boy Rick.